The Francis Scott Key Bridge in Baltimore, Maryland, collapsed early this morning after a container ship crashed into it, causing cars and people to fall into the river below. Only a few sections of the bridge were visible above the water. Baltimore City police were alerted to a partial bridge collapse, with possible workers in the water at 1:35 a.m. The container ship Dali, a Singapore-flagged vessel, hit the bridge at around 1:30 a.m., according to the maritime tracking company MarineTraffic. Governor Wes Moore issued a statement to the citizens of Baltimore.
And to the people of Baltimore, and each and every one of the 6.3 million Marylanders who call our state home, I recognize that many of us are hurting right now. I recognize that many of us are scared right now. And so I want to be very clear about where everything stands. We are still investigating what happened, but we are quickly gathering details. The preliminary investigation points to an accident. We haven't seen any credible evidence of a terrorist attack. Our administration is working closely with leaders from all levels of government and society to respond to this crisis, and not but just by addressing the immediate aftermath, but also by building a state that is more resilient and a state that's more safe.
FBI Special Agent in charge of the Baltimore Field Office, Bill DeBagno, also issued a statement regarding the FBI's response to the incident.
Looking at and assessing this matter from an investigative standpoint, I want to be clear that there is no specific or credible information to suggest that there are ties to terrorism in this incident. The FBI has been part of this response from the beginning. We came within 1 hour to the command post and quickly lashed up with our very strong partners all along the way. We will bring whatever resources that the FBI has to bear. We've already brought our crisis response, our victim services, and just recently our underwater search evidence recovery teams are on site. And we will continue to provide all those resources as long as it takes.
Jamie Krause, an eyewitness, expressed her astonishment at the destruction of the bridge.
Yo, someone crashed into the Bay Bridge. There's cops everywhere. I'm at my job, and there's police all up and down the bridge, yo. Crazy, dude.
And I started recording. I was like, I can't believe this. I called it the Bay Bridge at first because I was in shock. I was like, I can't believe the Bay Bridge collapsed, but it's the Key Bridge. And I was just, it's a shocking sight to see because you lived your whole life here and you've seen this thing your entire life. And then one day you go outside and it's not there. The infrastructure here is already bad enough. And now we're losing a very main port for our transportation, our distribution, all of it. Like, I'm worried about how people are going to be getting food, water, because trucks for transport or like cargo delivery trucks, they take the Key Bridge every day. There's hundreds of them on the bridge every day.
Marine traffic data showed that at least 10 commercial ships bound for the U.S. port of Baltimore have anchored in nearby waters due to the tragic event. Baltimore, one of the largest ports on the East Coast, has suspended port traffic until further notice, according to Maryland transportation authorities. This is Selena Podla for ABC 10 News.